Yeah, hey guys. So in the last video, we have seen how we could create a sales order. Now we'll move towards how we can confirm a sales order, how to do packing slip for it, and eventually how we can do invoicing as well through X++ code. So we'll go to Visual Studio, and here the sales order which is created is this one. So we created this sales order through X++ code. So I'm going to save this value here. And now since we don't need this code because we have already created sales order, so I will remove this simply. Okay. Now first of all, we'll do confirmation of sales order. So for confirmation and packing slip and invoicing through X++ code, the code is almost identical. We simply need to change a parameter here. Okay, so what I will do here, I will use a class called sales form letter, and I will define buffer of this class sales form letter. And then I need to tell, what is my, for which sales order I need to use the sales form letter class. That is typically responsible for my, packing, invoicing, and confirmation. So I'm going to use this particular function, that is this one, sales form letter. Sales form letter. Sorry, spelling mistake here. Sales form letter. So if you put, colon here, you'll get a function named as construct. So here we need to pass certain things. We need the document status. So this is the important field. So since we need to, so if you write here document status, here you will get, several enum values here. So we need to do confirmation first. So here we have this confirmation value. So simply confirm. And now if you want to do packing, invoicing, so we could use different enums. And once this is done, so then we need to simply, all these other options like identify, all these are optional, so we're not going to use it. So here we have already used the construct of our sales form letter. And then later on we are going to use another function here, that is sales form letter dot update. So if you see here, we need certain information. So we need common. Common is nothing, just the name of our table. You need to pass the table name. So the table name would be sales table. And the second parameter here is transaction date. So when we want to confirm this, so we'll simply give today's date. Then we need to specify the quantity. So we'll say we'll go with all. Then we need to specify order count. And then here, whether this is a pro forma or no, we don't want, because we are actually going to do confirmation and do not need to print here or not. Now we need to tell our, this particular class which sales table buffer we need. So I'll simply define here sales table equals to sales table. I will use find method here. Inside this find method, I'm simply going to provide this hard-coded value here. Yeah, so now we have the buffer of our sales table. So we are going to buffer of sales table here. And second thing is we need the, this date. So for now we can use, you can use this function date time, and I could say UDC now. Here, let me use this. It's a date type. Date. Okay, so this one is defined now, and then we need to define the quantities. So I will say we need all for now, and then count order. Also, I could simply say none and then no performa is not needed here. So I'll say no, and eventually let me say, even though these are not mandatory value, but just for simplicity, we are going to do this. Okay, that's it. This is a simple, straightforward code here. So let me save this one. Okay, so we'll do a build of this code. So the build is completed, and now you could see this particular sales order. Currently, the sales order is not confirmed. Okay, these options are disabled. I'll simply run this runnable class. Runnable class create sales order header. This one. And now when we'll go back here, we'll wait for a few seconds here. And once this class will complete, so you could see then this button will get enabled because we'll able to confirm a sales order. Yeah, so the runnable class is completed now. So now we should, you see here the sales order confirmation button is visible, and also if you go to header section here, so you could see now the document status is confirmation. So which means the sales order is now confirmed. And now to see, like I have run the runnable class, 2 times, so you could see, there are 2 records available. And now the interesting part here is now to do the packing slip and invoices, we are going to use the same piece of code. So again, the sales form letter class will be used here. So if you want to do the packing slip here, so you simply need to change the document status to packing slip. And again, if you want to invoice this one, so you could simply use invoice keyword here. Okay. So, there are many subclasses as well for the sales form letter, the individual, packing, confirmation invoices. But this is just a general overview of how we could do, all this, the complete sales order cycle through X++ code. So guys, thank you for watching this video.